Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, happy birthday, February 21st, Pisces. I just want to say I cannot see very well. Today's worse than other days, so let's see what comes through. I had a friend pull a card for me, and what he pulled was the High Priestess. And it's reminding me that the veil is very thin right now. And, you know, even just thinking about vision, if there's a veil in front of you, things seem unclear. And that's the way my vision's been for a bit. So I'm hoping that soon that veil will come down. I think for everyone, there's so much unknown right now. So in a way, we're waiting to see what happens in the world. So, which deck is easiest for me to see? Okay, this one. And let's pull some of these romance angels. Okay. All right, Pisces, let's see. I've got some incense burning. This is the incense actually that's in the shop down below. Once that flame goes out, it's really powerful. So I've brought it out because I feel like there is energy that needs to be grounded in strength. Okay, so let's see. Messages for Pisces. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And then, we've got two together. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And then also true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll pull cards to clarify these. So deception is what is coming out in the center. This could be the one, and true love is on either side. And then we have chemistry here. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So let's pull some cards. So let's see. This could be the one. Please, Spirit, tell us, what is this about? You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay. We have two, the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So yeah, someone you know already, someone that makes you happy, someone that you might have had to cut off. Like you thought this was the one. But then something happened and you're like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. My sword goes up. Off with your head. Okay. Air sign energy as well. So think about air qualities, the mind. It shifts quickly. the Hierophant and the Ace of Wands. So this talks about a commitment, creative commitment with the Ace of Wands. That's a paintbrush there. And then we have the Three of Wands. So then let's see what continues. Okay. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. The Star. Also air energy. The Emperor. Okay. Two of Cups. Judgment. So I feel like what happened, Pisces, is you connected with someone who definitely loved your spirit. The way that you embody Pisces energy, this very deep commitment, and they wanted to be part of that. And what they did is they wore a mask to show you that you and they were similar. I'm looking at this Nine of Cups card, and in this particular deck, this talks about deception. Let me read it to you. It's a fable. Oh wait, I think I had problems finding this last time. Because I can't see. The perception is so weird. Oh, here we go. Tarot of the Divine. Okay, so Nine of Cups here. It's an Arabic folk tale. The Nine of Cups represents a happy ending achieved in unexpected ways. Prince Taj al-Maluk fell in love with Princess Diana, but she refused men. He used trickery, disguising himself as a woman in order to win her heart. So upright, dreams realized, fulfillment, pleasure, recognition, and triumph. Also greed, devastation, pessimism, addiction, self-loathing. So I feel like what this Emperor did is wear a mask to say, oh, I'm healed. I see the world the way you do. I'm loving. I'm attentive. You're who I want. But underneath that mask was all of this self-loathing, addiction. What else did it say? Devastation, pessimism, and greed. It's like they wanted your energy, so they tricked you. And now the mask has started to slip, and you're seeing who they really are. But what's a challenge is you're like, well, was all that true? What's false? It's like they created a relationship based on knowing your ideals and pretending to be that. And that's in order to control your energy. Because your energy is so bright, it's so healing. Of course, anyone that comes across your energy, across you, wants to be a part of it. But not all are deserving of that. Okay, so now what? What's this true love card? And that's the thing, you love them unconditionally. Even though you started to see the masks slip, you still showed love. Ace of Pentacles, there's an opportunity, a gift here, a seed. Yeah, to get you through this disappointment, heartache, where you're like, wait, you weren't who you said, and you feel alone. So what is this opportunity? Oh, 10 of Pentacles. So if we put the ace and the 5 together, that's a 6. So being given. Oh, here we go. There's the 6 of Pentacles. So something new with the ace. I mean, the ace and the Fool. It's new. And this is being divinely guided because we have Temperance here. So there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that you don't know. Remember that veil. There's a veil. Okay, what's going on the other side of that veil? You can see shadows, but you're not sure what. Queen of Wands. It's like you've taken charge. It's taken a lot of courage to move forward away from this relationship because there is love there. Because the 2 of Cups is there. There is love. But is it the kind of love that's healthy for you? Or is someone just taking? All right, the 2 of Swords. Yep, you got to make decisions. You had to put your heart almost to the side and look at things from a very logical perspective, this Queen of Swords. Because your heart would have stayed forever. But it would have cost you a great deal of energy. So you had to make that judgment call. It's almost like you had to do like an ultimatum. Like, okay, if you want to be with me, all of this has to happen. Because you need stability, King of Pentacles. You need to know that you are protected. You know, this turtle has a shell to protect them. And whether this King of Pentacles is a ancestor on the other side, it's like they're making sure that you're protected. Because you've been carrying the weight of the world or this person's world on your back. It has slowed you down. It's heavy. And what you are looking for is something long-term, something steady, something where work is done, but you're not doing it alone. Because I feel like that's what's happened here. You've been doing everything. You've been hurting. And to this other person, that's great because they don't have to do anything. But yeah, her hands and her feet are being, hurt by these thorns. There's tears coming down. Her cheeks, she's just so focused. And yet what she's wanting is this freedom of all of these herons flying in the background, but you're the one left doing all of the work. So with the Eight of Wands and the Lovers, it's like that starting over energy. Or what have I been doing all this time? I've been giving my energy to a beast. But has that beast changed? There's this, Nine of Swords, Three of Swords. It's so painful, Pisces. And you can see how this is a lineage pain, where there have been ancestors that have also dealt with this, where someone wore a false mask. Perhaps someone had a hidden relationship and found out about it and had to leave, but it caused pain in the family. And what you're doing is breaking those painful cycles. But breaking those cycles, it's also painful. With this Four of Swords here, there's this wolf, and there is a knife that's going through the roof of its mouth. It's like standing up for yourself, saying what you need to say, communicating your needs is also hurting you, because you have to let go of a situation that was false, even though you believed it was the Emperor, believed it was someone steady and protective, but they were only protecting themselves, by manipulating you energetically, by confusing you, making you think you have this really wonderful relationship, but really underneath all of that is a lot of chaos and conflict that is affecting you emotionally. And then you're second guessing yourself. So the key now is to know that you're protected. You have so much protection around you. That's how you're getting out of this situation. So you're meant to go forward, enjoy your life. You've seen behind the curtain and you're like, okay, this isn't as scary as it seems. However, it still needs to end. Let's read about this Four of Cups. The Nightingale, the Danish folk tale. The Four of Cups represents romanticizing bad choices while ignoring the good alternatives before you. It is coveting what is superficially better, neglecting a plain nightingale who can actually sing away death. A lack of awareness, pessimism, daydreaming, lethargy, re-evaluation. Also motivation, opportunity, optimism, restlessness, and boredom. So we all have choices. Romanticizing bad choices, that can be that intense empathy that Pisces has to understand why someone is how they are. And they've been through this and that's happened and that's why they're doing this. But that's the part that hurts you, Pisces. Because yes, people go through things and it creates a lot of disappointment, addiction. But you're not doing that. You still are a good person, kind. So we have to get away from that romanticizing someone's past and wanting to heal it. because no one can do that but themselves. So with the Wheel of Fortune, it's letting things turn. What goes up must come down. It's like a domino effect. Everyone has to pay for their own karma, their own actions. You don't do it for someone else. They have to do it for themselves. So, this investment that you've been putting so much time hoping to transform someone, this King of Wands, Emperor, Aries, fire sign energy. And it's quite immature. It's coming to an end. Yeah, more immaturity. Yeah, you're protected from this kind of energy because let me tell you, Pisces, of all the signs, you are not immature. You might have this lightness of being, this fun, whimsy, but when you're called, you can answer, and it's at this depth that no one else can touch. This is just immaturity for immaturity's sake. This is someone that you can't count on. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. It's just like acting. Acting, wearing a mask, but it's not real. And you're being protected from this now, and you're being moved away from it now. You're choosing yourself, Pisces. You don't want to be juggling. You don't want to have this betrayal. You don't want to feel like things are unsafe. So you're moving on. And you're looking for energy that is very stable, very safe emotionally. Someone that you can trust with your cup. So with this Eight of Cups, this moving on, choosing yourself, this is what brings you happiness, contentment, loyalty, love. That real sweet kind of romance. That protects you. So Pisces, if you were to stay with this masked person, there would be unending towers as all of these layers come off. I'm feeling like mental problems. And I know we tiptoe on that line because of that veil, because of that connection to the other side. But this is where it's dangerous. Where you could get hurt. I'm thinking like serial, Killer kind of vibes. Where there's like something that's really not right. That medication probably cannot correct. Yeah, you're learning the truth about someone. And if you look at their past, you can see all the cracks in their stories. That's why things in their life don't last that long, and they can blame it on other people. But it's them. Because the mask usually falls, in any relationship, you really start to see who someone is in can be anywhere from 2 months to 2 years, depending how often you see them. But it gets, by that 2-year mark, oh, you've seen it. And you're like, oh, wait, I don't like this. So, and yeah, the Chariot, time to move on. So this is a confirmation message for you, Pisces. You will meet someone that's steady and stable. And it's because you've been through this unstable. Express your love. and playfulness. So yeah, be yourself and you will attract someone who's at your level. And because of this past person, you'll be able to see any red flags and know to, oh, I'm going to excuse myself. I'm going to protect myself. Okay? So Pisces, I wish you luck because this is a really hard energy to disconnect from. But I feel like you probably have already done it. But there's that, did I do the right thing? Maybe I'm wrong. You're not. You're definitely not. Okay, let's pull one of these. You don't want to be in a relationship where there's any trickiness because you don't do that. Inner goddess, Aphrodite, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So get back into your body. Cordelia, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Go for a walk. Go to the farmer's market. Find some water to walk around. Even go walk in the rain. Just make sure you're warm. Don't get sick. Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? And I guarantee that what this person was offering wasn't that. There might have been something that seemed okay, but it's not the complete picture that you need, Pisces. We need you to be happy and healthy because the world is experiencing great change and we need you to help guide. And if you're isolating yourself or feeling bad because of relationships, that's how that dark energy wins, by keeping you hidden. You're supposed to be out in the world having fun, being playful, letting people experience your positive energy, not this other person that's trying to hide it and keep it for themselves. So, all right, Pisces, you will be okay. Just do something good for yourself every day. Get into a really good routine and do what you love and pay attention to who's around when you're doing that stuff. I would stay away from online meeting or app type meeting because you don't know who someone really is. So let's go back to old school ways of meeting people in real life. I know that's a challenge, but try it. All right, Pisces, I love you. I'll see you soon. Thank you for sharing. You'll be okay. Okay? All right, Pisces, I love you. We'll see you soon.